Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button. Today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys how to do an easy Valentine's Day look with a cute, easy cut crease eye design. To start off with the eyebrows, I'll be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Pomade in the shade Ebony. All you need is 1 scoop of that creamy product to place on both eyebrows. 1 scoop only will do the trick. Less is more when using her brand. I'm just using an angled brush to fill in her eyebrows. I'm using a MAC Cosmetic 242 brush to sculpt the eyebrows. You can use a lighter foundation or concealer, but I'm using Match Master 5.0. That is the foundation. I use the same shade for above the eyebrows also. Most people will use their foundation color for above the eyebrows. Is either or, whichever your preference is. Now to conceal the concealer, I'll be using Black Opal Nutmeg for below the eyebrows and above the eyebrows to conceal the concealer. And that is the same product I use as an eyeshadow base. Try your best to glide that foundation across the concealer to conceal it without messing up the eyebrows. Now you repeat the same step for above the eyebrows. I'm using a precision brush by Crown Brushes. All the brushes will be listed in my description box. Also, I will attach a link towards how to do eyebrows. Make sure you blend the foundation down. With a 242 brush, you can play with your eyebrows to make it as sharp as possible. Okay, now that I have the eyebrows laid out, I'm going to move into her eyeshadow. So, for her eyelid, I'll be using Clown White as an eyeshadow base. Next, I'll be using this Huda Beauty Ruby Obsession. This is the first color that I'm using in her crease. So I place my color from crease to tail. I'm just using a regular crease brush to place the color in the crease. It's very important to dig enough color out of the palette so you can see it on the lid. Make sure you place the color in the inner crease all the way to the outer tail of the eyes. Next, I'll be using that darker red color in the socket of the crease. With this color, I'm using a tighter crease brush to place the color in the socket. I am forcing that color only in the socket of the crease. For me, I find it much easier if you use a tighter head crease brush to place that darkest color in the crease. Next, I'll be using a dark brown color on the edge of the eyes just to give it more definition. As you can see, I am working that color in a triangular motion on the edge of her eyes. Next, I'll be using Makeup Revolution in the shade C2 to cut her crease. Sometimes I go back in the crease and blend out the fine line with the same color I use just to soften it up before I do the crease cut. Now I'm using a MAC Cosmetic 242 brush to cut the crease. During the cut crease, you got to make sure that your brush is as flat as possible so it can produce a perfect straight line. If your brush starts skipping across the lid, that means you may have too much product on it or your brush isn't flat enough. So you may have to flatten the head some more, then go back and start again. Okay, so I'm happy with my crease cut shape. So I'm just going over it a little bit just to sharpen it up a little bit. Make sure that I hit all the corners and the lid. Next, I'll be using the same color I used in the crease to blend down the concealer for her crease cut. Next, I'll be using a lighter color in the inner corner of her crease cut. When filling in her crease cut, I like to use a fine eyeshadow brush just to get the edge of her crease line. Next, I'll be using the shimmery red color in the middle of her lid. You could detail the eyeshadow exactly on the line of the crease cut. Then I'll come back with a bigger brush to get to the point to hurry up and cover up that whole entire space. The most important part is that line, the crease cut line. Now I'm trying to blend both the colors towards each other. Try to smoothen that line. This is my first time using this product. It's a white NYX color liner. So I'm going to try to outline only the crease with it. Basically, you just follow the line of the crease cut. It's a white liquid liner, so this is my first time using this product, but I'll be trying other ones. Next, I'll be using MAC Cosmetic Reflect Transparent Pink Glitter. It's just a fine glitter. No glue is needed. All you do is pat it on the spot that you need it to be. Now I'll be using my favorite liquid liner. It's by Amuse Cosmetic. It's a black jet eyeliner liquid liner. It's so simple and easy and it glides through the skin like butter. I'm happy with the shape, so just make sure you wipe off any fallouts. Just remember with this eyeliner, if you see it's still wet and juicy, make sure it dries completely before you open it. So I'm just using mascara before I use to glue her eyelashes down. I'm using Dvwhispery by Charma. Then I'll be using 3D Mink lash on top of that. So I'll be doubling up her lashes. Then I place the other one on top of the lash and secure them with a tweezer, and I always go back over with the mascara to remove that eyeshadow that was on her real lashes. Now to moisturize her face, I'm using Cetaphil. Then I'll be using Urban Decay D-Slick as a primer. Less is more when using the Cetaphil moisturizer. I'll be using LA Girl Color Corrective just for the dark areas on her face. Less is more when using that product also. That LA Girl Orange Color Corrective is very strong. If you have a hard time getting rid of dark circles, this color corrective will help you, but less is more. Remember that. Then I go back and add my Urban Decay D-Slick primer on top of everything. This product is extremely strong when it comes to being matte. You may be super matte, so less is more with this product also. Now for our foundation, I'll be using MAC Cosmetic Studio Fix Fluid NC50 all over her face. I love to use this stippling foundation brush when it comes to applying my foundation. I will list all of my brushes in the description box. When it comes to blending in that orange color corrective with the foundation, please be careful and make sure that you blend it completely with the foundation, because you will still see orange if it's not blended well. Another reason why I love this brush, because I could get right into the cracks of the nose. And another thing I love about this brush, I use the foundation to stipple around the eyebrows to make it look as natural as possible. Oh, as blended as possible. Now for the concealer, I'm trying something new. This is a MAC Cosmetic Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Concealer. It goes on nicely, but it didn't give me what I want, so I have to go back and use my Girl Pro WarmHoney to add towards the concealer to give it that pop that I needed. When it comes to concealer, I don't like mine to be too bright unless you ask me to make it super bright. As you can see, I'm still using that same brush I used for foundation to blend down her concealer. I love that brush. I will list this foundation brush in my description box. Now to contour, I'll be using a black opal stick called Karab. This is my first time using this technique. I've seen it a few times, but I like it. Since this is a creamy foundation, I have to use this brush, stippling brush, to help me blend it down. I try to blend it down as much as possible so you will see the streaks line of where I place the foundation. I normally contour with MAC Cosmetic NW 58, but I mix a little bit into the foundation or into the contour just to give it that. This brush gets the job done when it comes to put on the foundation, highlighting, and contour. This is a must-have brush. I'll list it in my description box. Now to set her face, I'll be using Nye Cosmetic Natural Set and MAC Cosmetic Skin Finisher in the shade Dark. I always set my eyebrows so it won't look too shiny. Now I'll be using banana powder to highlight underneath her eyes, nose, forehead, and chin. This powder will help me give her an extra pop. So I'm going to let her sit here and bake, and I'll move on to her blush. For the blush, I'll be using a mixture of color by MAC Cosmetic. I apply my blush in a circular motion from the cheeks all the way to the ears. I will list the name of the blush in the description box. After the blush, I'll move on to dusting off all the baking powder or all the banana powder. Okay, for the eyeliner, I'm using MAC Cosmetic in the shade Feline. It's a black pencil kohl eyeliner. I use a sponge underneath the eyes so my fingerprint won't be imprinted into the foundation. Now to smudge underneath the eyes, I'll be using the same color I used in the crease, and I use a cardboard to protect any fallout from getting on the skin. I'm just smudging some more color underneath the eyes. Sometimes I am confident that I don't need the cardboard, but it's okay to use a cardboard for safety. At the tip of the eyes, I'm just using a little black color, the same dark color I use at the top of the eyes to the bottom, just to connect it and give it more definition. To lightly sharpen the ends of her eyes, I use a precision concealer brush that has a little bit of foundation to sharpen it up, to clean her up and make it look nice and neat. I also use a mascara to pull out the bottom lashes. Sometimes I use a cardboard to aid me when it comes to the bottom lashes. Sometimes if that cardboard gets in the way, you may have to remove it and wiggle that mascara into the hair of the bottom lash. Next, I'll be using NYX Pearl White Pigment just to pop the inner center of her eye socket. Sometimes doing a pop of color in the center of the eyes could be a little hard, but you'll get used to it. Next, I'm spraying some Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. And I like to use a brush to pat the spray into the skin. Next, I'll be using some loose bronzer from Juvia's Place. I'll list the name of that bronzer in the description box. The loose bronzer to me give you a more extra pop. And I'm just using a fan brush to place it on the face. I'm not trying to use too much of that bronzer because it is very strong. Less is more with that bronzer. Now to highlight underneath the brow bone, I'm using that color. It's by Morphe. I'll place the name of that palette in the description box. Oh, I'm sorry, that palette I think is discontinued, but I was still listed for you guys. But I like that color to highlight underneath the eyebrow bone. Sometimes I fix, change, and rearrange anything that I might see while I'm doing makeup. I'm just using precision brush to go over the eyebrows some more. Now for the lips, I'm using a MAC pencil called Chestnut to outline it. Then I'll be using Honey Love by MAC Cosmetic. You guys always get me for just throwing on the lipstick, but I always use a brush to blend it down. I think color lips are the ones you need to really focus on placing it correctly. Then for the lip gloss, I'll be using Cashmere by Black Radiance. I'm just cleaning around the lip with a little bit of foundation. And now she's done, so all I'm doing is just setting her face with some more Urban Decay setting spray. Oh yeah, and I can't forget to pop out her mole. So I like to use a liquid liner to pop out moles. And voila, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button. And please comment. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Stay tuned and please subscribe. FYI, my boo was getting ready for a Valentine's photo shoot.